Try Not to Die. I'm your DM, your delivery manja, Noah Perito, and I'm here with our elite employee.
Whoa, it's not DM, it's DiGiorno. Sponsored!
Oh shit! Bleep that, future me bleep that, unless they sponsored us. Bleep that.
Please email them, Noah, quick.
I will, I'll do it right now.
I am Lisa Condemi, aka Jassifer. I may be in debt for 121 years, but at least I'm employed.
You know, you have that over me, real life Noah. So W in the Jazz column. I'm loving that for you.
I am looking on the bright side.
That is what we all have to do in this time, in this era. Please, let's look on the bright side. Bright side. Let's work on the bright side. All right. I'm starting
Perfect
off awesome
start.
today. Let's do it. Let's freaking bring it all in. Let's do it the way we always do.
Give me that sweet, sweet recap.
Last time, Short Sword Jas went on an epic adventure of going shopping. Hoping to turn a profit on the Warhammer she had stolen from Grimgrave's temple and needing the cash after realizing she had been robbed on the worm, she headed to the heart of the Infinite Exchange where she was nearly crushed by the chaos of the trading floor. Thankfully, some charismatic sales pitching led her to practically quadrupling the value, walking away with nearly 19,000 gold and a massive target on her back.
Holy shit.
Realizing she would need to deposit that money fast, she took a certificate as an IOU and headed back to the less dangerous but equally chaotic, tightly packed streets to explore some shops, like M4, the luxurious magic shop, hoping to find some ingredients to make pizza for Clover and her kids. This went as well as you might expect, with Jassifer ignoring the countless food stands offering delicious, fresh ingredients to instead purchase everything at a random convenience store.
I rolled a nat 1.
It is what it is.
That's special.
Yum! The Goblin Warrior then hopped a turnstile, immediately drawing the attention of the Stellar Sentry, who forced her to pay.
Such a good impulsive decision.
Listen, we established in the canon of our realm that all turnstile hoppers go to heaven, but here in the big city of Forever, they gotta pay a fine, and so Jas was forced to pay a full gold piece for the offense. Finally, back in the Borough of Common, Jassifer returned to Clover's place where she was greeted by the children, working with them to make goblin pizza. A variation, something like that. A variation of the traditional recipe to satisfy the original assignment, despite choosing interesting ingredients.
Assignment. I love that. Like Clover having me make pizza was like an Oddjobs arc.
In my head, Jas treats every single task like it was a mission sent from the general. So I do feel like it's like
into my headcanon.
You're just like saluting Clover and like, I will make this pizza if it fucking kills me. And Clover's like, I don't know if that's necessary, but please do bring back something edible. So, while the group feasted, Jas clocked the news in the background reporting on the worm attack she had been a victim of, leading her and Clover to discuss the incident more seriously after the kids headed to bed. Though Jas omitted mentioning the adventuring party who stepped in, even going as far as to change the channel to avoid the Cotton Bottom clan from overhearing, she explained the traumatic scene and questioned what other deadly plots were lurking in Forever. Clover promised to do all she could to help Jas settle in, and one mug cake and a quick time jump later, it was finally time to pay the piper. The first payment of her debt was due, and though
I thought I was paying Odessa.
I forgot you don't have idioms on your world. Though there was no minimum payment, the 10% interest meant she added another 13,938.138 gold to her total, bringing it to 153,319 gold and 52 cents.
Yeah, perfect. Cool.
Faced with the dilemma of using the chunk of change she had earned from saving her hammer and simply returning her month's paycheck of 222 gold, Jas chose the latter, swallowing the L and heading off to work. And that's where we are right now.
Yay!
Yay!
You know what? You need a little bit to get started. Next time I manage to, I guess, grift the stock system of a city, I'll invest that in my debt.
This is like having a little mini Vegas down the street from you. I'm sure that nothing bad will come of this. I can only see your money growing, if we're being honest.
Wow, that felt amazing. I should go back there and do that again.
Now, as I said, we have already done your debt calculations for the past month in the last arc, but I also want you to subtract 25 gold for the living expenses that we also discussed. You said you bought a small couch, which I'll say was like 4 gold pieces, since we're going by the idea that 1 gold is like $100. Then you got a fridge, assuming you meant a mini fridge because of your size and Jess's vibe. That's about 2 to 3 gold pieces. Rations for 1 day is 5 silver pieces, so 30 days, that's 150 silver or 15 gold. And then finally, you said you bought a microwave for 5 silver and an air mattress, which, let's say, rounding all that together, we'll just make it 25 gold even. You can subtract that from your total.
Beautiful. I'm just chilling with 18,165 gold. But we're gonna put it in the bank, right?
Yeah, well, we know that you at least have an IOU of that amount. Let's just say, for the sake of convenience, you've maybe either gone to the bank at least once, or you got your money transferred through Sindaris, and she's giving you like an allowance of however much gold you would feel comfortable carrying. So you could put whatever you think. Like, you can mentally be like, I have 500 gold on hand, even if you have 18,100 whatever in the bank.
I think what actually is happening is that Sindaris was like, you can get cash back, and I like don't realize that I'm like spending money every payday at Oddjobs, like giving them like an ATM fee every week to get my allowance.
There is definitely a fee. All right, so you also did not buy a scryphone yet, but you do have a dagger disguised as a pen, which we said was your only weapon, which does kind of make sense because you probably only get one on loan when you're on a job, and since you said you're a bit of a perfectionist when it comes to your weapon, I feel like you've probably gone to so many armories and even the Infinite Exchange, like the trading floor proper, and tried to get something, but nothing was good enough. Like, nothing as good as your old short sword.
Yeah. I've been holding on to Odessa's favorite pen that I stole in my last mission, so that's the dagger pen. But I'm holding on to that because I think it might be the one thing that can destroy her if it ever comes to that. Like, I think that might be why it's her favorite pen. So I'm
think it's like a phylactery or something like
that? I'm keeping that in my breast pocket. I want to know why she cares so much about that. And I have been shopping and looking all over the city, making a lot of people like take down blades from metal or like glass display cases, and me like making them do a lot of explaining to me and asking to balance it and like asking to test run it for the day and then bringing it back and being like, no, I don't want that.
We're saying like several days of any day that you've had off, you're like, I'm going to go try and buy my weapon today. And then you walk away being like, just didn't feel right. Even though it's like all of these weapons are so beautifully made and so well crafted. Some of them are like magical even.
They're too flashy here. Yeah, I just need something solid.
Something that just does the job I need it to do.
I don't need it to have runes. I don't need it to flash or sing a song. I don't need to have a hit clip, whatever that is. Just want a fucking sword.
The hit clip blade is really popular right now and forever.
With the taste of the lips.
And I'm hopeful, yes I am. You're just like, this is stupid, like throwing the blade over your shoulder. All right, so you head down the hallway-like alley of Endlessito and enter into the Infinite Exchange. The market is already bustling, though at this point you've accepted that it really never stops. Folks from all over are enjoying food and drink at the endless number of restaurants, buying all sorts of goods from every sort of shop that you can think of, engaging in the services offered in the city's economic center. You hurry up the fire escape-like walkways that line the unknowable number of streets, eventually finding your way back to the top where your worm station is, paying the 2 silver fee, mark that down, and entering into the void to feel that pushing and pulling. Let's roll a d20, my friend, to see if you encounter anything.
Feeling kind of anxious on worm today, Goo. Okay, d20. 14.
The moment your eyes open, you again find yourself upon this chrome subway car plastered with various adverts, a hodgepodge of people and styles, cultures of all kinds mixing. This place is really awe-inspiring, though at this point, you're kind of used to it. You're all business, you're on your way to work, and in no time, the doors slide open as you experience a normal ride. You enter into Grand Worm Central, following the flow of the hustle and bustle itself to get to your next station, and you easily make it to work without any issue.
Maybe we can get used to this world, Goo.
You see, Goo is looking very, very relieved that you did not have to face anything on your way to work this morning.
Yeah, and you've been liking not sleeping in the mini fridge since it's just you and me.
You've noticed that Goo has not made any attempts on, taking over your mind. At least not that you know of.
I might fight him off in my sleep.
Actually, that's canon. Every single time you go to sleep, you just feel like grab at your ear, like fling across the room. There's a reason why you wake up a little sore every morning. It's because you're like actively in combat while you sleep.
Fighting. Good thing I'm always alert.
Remember that for later. Exiting from the worm station, you follow the cracked sidewalk along the chain-linked fence to the near-empty parking lot with the single flickering lamppost. Down the dirt path you go, crossing the wide, rickety bridge that connects OJHQ to Endeavor, the swirling astral sea and its pastel nebulas moved by psychic winds all around you as you walk. Your foot finds solid ground on the small asteroid, tufts of grass blowing in those cognitive gusts not entirely suppressed by the city's anchors. What a wild life you now lead. But you don't pay much attention to that. Your military mind suppresses the existential questions that naturally arise, quelling fears that might pop up when you reflect on the strange happenstances that have led you here. Taking a deep breath, you ring the buzzer at the front door, and the speaker crackles to life. Hello?
Let me in, Fetch.
Oh, God!
Slow on the buzzer today.
And there's a psst. The buzzing noise follows shortly after, and then a click of a lock as you shove the door open and enter into the worn maximalism of the lobby. Fetch weakly waves to you from within his booth, the plants turning towards you as you walk by. 1 month down! I'm sorry I haven't asked you sooner. How have you been settling into the city?
Oh, yeah, it's been all right. Definitely a change. Hey, Fetch, where do you live?
Well, I don't really get any time off, so I mostly just sleep here in my desk.
Oh, okay, that's what I thought. I ignore the rest of the conversation.
He does go on to try and, talk to you more, but you completely ignore him.
Yeah, Fetch, all right, you have a good day.
So, you haven't gotten any, texts or calls at the moment, so if you want to pick up a weapon or visit the Magi Vend in the break room, this is a good opportunity to do so. Or you can just, head up to the observatory or, the gym, I don't know, whatever you think Jas does when she, waits for the call, so to speak.
Ooh, yeah, I'll get a pump on.
Okay.
Fuck yeah.
You take the elevator down to the gymnasium and you begin to pump some fucking iron. You do your workout routine.
I'm doing my old regimen, I'm trying to build back up some of that strength that I lost, but also appreciating the dexterousness of my new body. There's a lot of lunges going on and a lot of kind of slow weightlifting, not a lot of cardio.
Okay, give me an athletics check or an acrobatics check.
Oh, that's a 23 acrobatics.
Okay, over 20, I'm going to reward you with 1 luck point that you can use today for, taking care of your body and, trying to engage yourself with Oddjobs HQ. There are some benefits to working here, You hear Odessa's voice in your mind.
Where did that come from?
Never mind! The familiar alarm of a new mission begins to blare out, cutting you from your workout. Split screen, we see the Oddjobs employees. Cindaris looks up from her abacus, removing her pince-nez and leaping from her small desk, counting books under her small red-scaled arm. Doc puts down a murky, smoky liquid he was about to pour into a pestle filled with herbs, removes his protective goggles, and lumbers toward the elevator warily. Fetch, terrified by the sound, falls out of his chair, papers flying in the air as he scrambles to get his bearings, and Clover pushes through the break room doors, bag already packed, night vision goggles on her white furry forehead. You all enter into the elevator and rise to the observatory.
Sorry everyone, I'm kind of sweaty. You might not want to stand too close.
There's a shower in the break room, right?
Yeah, I just got done at the gym. You think I have time to hit that up?
You honestly should make time for that.
Fetch, pretend to be me.
I'm sorry for smelling, everyone!
I meant be me so I could shower, but yeah, actually, Fetch is the one who smells.
Jeez, Fetch. Shower much? And everyone in the elevator laughs.
Yeah, jeez.
Y'all are really intense.
Well, I just thought that's kind of the corporate culture.
Ding! The elevator doors open, superhero shot, the team lines up, a gang of rogues if there ever was one. Odessa turns from the panel of buttons and levers beneath the cosmic wheel that is ever turning, locking onto far-off worlds, this time centering in on the Tearlands, here in the city of Forever. Odessa smiles at you all.
I frown.
You and Clover both. Odessa smiles at you as you all kind of take your seats around the meeting table. Wonderful, you're all here. Today, we have a very important job to complete. Perhaps the most important job we've ever had.
She always says that, right?
Almost every time, but this time it seems a little different. She snaps her fingers and a white chef's hat appears upon her head, black curling mustache popping into existence above her full blue lips. She conjures a wooden stick with a paddle at the end, turning and sliding it underneath the cosmic wheel and pulling out a piping hot pepperoni pizza that has been cooking on the arcane device.
Is that what that's supposed to look like?
Is that like contaminated with anything? Is there like leaking cosmic radiation from that? Steam spirals off of the pie, cheese still bubbling, crispy pepperonis, little cups with golden oil within them. It smells incredible. Even Clover, the vegetarian, sniffs the air, eyes closed, enjoying the scent of cheese, tomato, and freshly cooked dough. Fetch! Fetch scrambles over with a piece of cardboard that he folds into a classic pizza box. You see Odessa's like, oh my god, did you shower today? Or
No.
God, everyone, please shower before work, especially you, Fetch. The artwork on top of the pizza box depicts a image that you are literally looking at. It's Odessa in this outfit with her mustache, hand making the OK symbol with the steaming pizza upon a paddle, the words oven fresh pizza in green and red font next to her head. She slides the pizza in the box, Fetch closes it, and she places a hand on top, chanting some arcane words that cause it to flash with orange light, sealed. Order up!
Did I fall asleep on the couch again, Goo?
Are we getting that pizza party we've been asking for? I know we aren't getting a raise anytime soon, but you did mention maybe a pizza party is gonna happen sometime soon?
Oh, Clover, no.
I was gonna take the leftovers home to the kids. Listen up, everyone! The box has been enchanted by glyphs to keep everything within it nice and fresh and intact. So do not open it, as you will break the spell and it won't arrive hot and fresh. If that happens, the customer won't have to pay for the pie, and we can't be having that. Understand?
Okay, so yeah, we're delivering this.
This is not
pizza.
a dream. If it were a dream, could I do this? And she like shoots out lightning from her fingertips, chain lightning scattering everywhere.
You do that in my dreams all the time.
That really doesn't prove anything, Odessa. Odessa snaps, and you see Fetch is already there, tapping buttons and pulling levers to adjust the gyroscopic cosmological positioning device. It settles in and focuses in further on the burrows to bring a three-dimensional holographic render of the Tearlands. Ollie floats up and begins to point at the various asteroids and gesturing, clearly taking stock of the best route to get there. You notice that the Tearlands is only connected to the burrow of Dread Heights. All the other asteroids have some sort of connection, usually to the main burrow, at least to Endeavor. But this one is separate. You'll have to take the Endless Drive to the GI and then maybe the 666 to the Granklin, but you should be able to get there in only a matter of hours.
I hate the Granklin's a fucking parking lot.
Oh, I never want to take the Granklin. Okay.
Alright, Clover, you want to get snacks for the drive, and I can maybe go to the Magi Vend and, see if we can get anything that would help us go faster, maybe?
Yeah, I'll see what I can do. I'll pack the supplies and I'll bring the pizza down.
Make a playlist.
Oh, yeah, of course. I've already got one. Oh, wait, that's the kids' playlist.
I love that weird music you guys have here. I do synth noises.
Oh, you mean the DJ Bar Boy playlist I got? Yeah, we can put that on.
It makes me want to groove.
Goo on your shoulder cheering. You and Clover turn towards the door, but hear Odessa's voice once more. Oh, Jas, before you go, I just wanted to say thank you for the idea of sending a bomb to those clients in Stick and Scout who didn't pay us.
And you did that because I said.
Yes, you said send them a bomb. So I sent them a nice healing bomb, and they really appreciated it.
Oh, that's really nice. Great, I'm glad.
Yeah, the modify memory spell I put within it to force them to pay the invoice was really well received. But unfortunately, they were all slain by Zuria, and their treasures were taken by the Zedheads before they could pay us. So, still no pay on that one, sorry. Just wanted to let you know and say thanks.
I appreciate the update.
Down to the Aventrium you go. You're going to split off and head to the employee break room and maybe hit the Magi Vend.
Heavy.
All of them dead.
We fucked up that first one, I guess. Those nice lesbian bartenders, they were nice. They're dead now.
Please stop bringing up that they're dead. I really can't sleep at night sometimes because of this job.
Remember those little guys who liked the music? They're alive.
That's true. They're getting to have a good time.
Unless she ate them too.
Oh, you're probably right. She probably did eat them.
Yeah, possible.
All right, so I just sent you the inventory of the Magi Vend via text. You can check that out, and I will read some of the items here on the air. And once again, this is brought to you by Bodie H. You can follow them at Bodie H on Instagram, or you can check out Slowquest, his website, an incredible resource for any DM who's looking for just like really fun, different types of things to bring into their campaign. So the Magi Vend is a magical vending machine which seems to show up in the most unlikely locations, though you can argue that the break room of Oddjobs is perhaps the most likely unlikely location. There is a small attendant inside who is just like this bald man with a scruffy orange beard wearing overalls, and he is supposed to help you if you would like to buy any one of these items here. So we have the Wonder Pop, which grants a bonus to attacks. We have a health potion that's flavored cherry. We have the Socks of Snoozing that can make you get a just good night's rest, but you can't be woken up before 8 hours. There's Wet Brett, which looks to be some sort of companion. There's a Whiz Fizzle, which takes 3 rounds to drink, but you will begin to float for 10 rounds. There's a Tasty Hasty Bar, which can give you a bonus to your speed. A Holy Cola, which can be used as holy water. A Canned Triple, which is 3 little treats within a package that basically can give you advantage on an attack roll or a skill check. And then a Snack of Opportunity, which is another way to heal yourself as a bonus action. So you have a decent amount of gold, and you're allowed to purchase as much as you want here. But negotiating is probably out of the question.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, then I think I'm gonna buy a couple of Tasty Hasty bars that grant an additional 10 feet of movement for 1d4 rounds. I'll buy 4 of those. They're 10 gold pieces each, so I'll spend 40 on them so that Clover and I can each have 2.
Okay, so you buy those. Do you want to buy any healing potions, or is there anything else you want, or are you ready to head to the Aventrium?
Yeah, I guess probably should. I'll just buy the cherry flavored health potion. 1.
All right, you're buying a health potion.
So I spent 95 gold pieces. Oof. It goes quick.
You see the little man inside of the machine rubs his hands greedily and then grabs the products that you desire and slides them through a little slit that you grab.
Thank you, Bodie.
Gives you a little nod and a wink, and you head into the Aventrium through the door, finding yourself in this massive warehouse-like space, the company van poised facing not the Stargate archway on the opposite side of the room, but the garage doors that lead right out the back of the building. If you have any spells you want to prepare, if there's anything else you want to do before you leave, now is the time.
Okay, I am all prepared.
Excellent.
I hand Clover 2 Tasty Hasty bars, and I say, keep these in your back pocket.
Oh, thank you.
In case we need to run away from any fucked up shit.
Let's hope that doesn't happen. I'm sure it won't this time.
It's gonna happen.
Oh, don't be so pessimistic. I'm sure it's going to be a nice, easy assignment. After all, it's just delivering a pizza.
Yeah, all right. You might be right. After all, we've had a lot of crazy assignments, and I did get all those people killed, so maybe this is, the universe tossing us, one.
Yeah, this is an easy one. Thanks, universe. She points up to the sky.
Shout out.
Shout out, universe.
Now play that DJ Bard boy.
The two of you hop into the vehicle, buckle up Buttercup. She turns on the radio and begins to blast that DJ Bard boy tune that we love so much.
We're going to have to write more of those.
I am absolutely going to spend some time this weekend writing like 5 more tracks. And so normally she would just like press a bunch of these different complex buttons. But this time, because the glyphs of the archway do not need to glow and you do not need to go hurtling through a void of sparkling, swirling portal, you're just driving down the street. Essentially, this is the equivalent of being in the middle of, I don't know, Manhattan and driving all the way to like Staten Island. Since you just got to make a big car trip, she just turns the keys, slides a hand across the panel that lights up, and presses her rabbit foot gently on the gas pedal, navigating the car down the ramp and out the garage. You press the button above you to open the garage door for her, and you head out onto the small asteroid covered in sparse grass and across the rickety wooden bridge above the swirling astral clouds of this unreal reality you now live in. Up the dirt road, through the parking lot, you once again find yourselves on the streets of Forever, making your way to the borough of the Tearlands. The only access point being through Dread Heights, another borough that is a bit troubling. Clover taps her scryphone, which she has in one of those like phone holders next to the steering wheel. All right, if we follow this path, we should be good. You mind just keeping an eye out?
Oh, yeah, sure, I can navigate. Or you want me to keep an eye out for pedestrians we could hit?
Okay. Just navigate. Where did you get the idea I would want you to be hitting pedestrians?
No, sorry. I don't mean pedestrians we could hit. I meant pedestrians we could possibly hit.
Oh.
I understand how could there made me seem like a psychopath, but...
The emphasis just did not line up with the intent there. You know what I mean?
I'm still just getting used to being in a universe with cars, so...
That can't be something from Airtime. Like, that can't be something that's lost in translation there.
Yeah, when you see a person on the road, you say, we could hit that person, and that means don't hit that person. Just kind of a figure of speech.
I suppose you're right. Yeah, you know what? Sure. I'm willing to give you the benefit of the doubt. All right, so for this first leg of the journey, traveling from Endeavor to Dread Heights, this is going to be as simple as rolling 3 successful survival checks, DC 13. For every failure, we are going to roll on an encounter table that I have prepared for this arc. We love encounter tables here at Try Not to Die. So, right off the bat, give me a D20 roll. For now, Clover is not going to give you any bardic. She obviously has a limited number of those per day. And so
raw.
we want to go raw this first time.
Let's save those in the luck point. What do we got? Oh, perfect. A 2.
Okay. Roll a D6.
Sounds good. 4.
Navigating the city is no easy feat, but Clover does her best. She's patient, cautious, and willing to put aside her pride to let others go first, as mothers often are. How does this make Jas feel as you cruise along in this busy city and you're with someone who's just like, no, you go ahead, honey, and just like letting people go?
Yeah, I think I'm also unused to sharing the road with so many people, because anytime we go on our horses, it'd be like, there's
open
no like
road.
Yeah, exactly. So having to navigate and like follow the rules is like, we sit at a red light for so long with no one there, and I'm like, well, we could just go, right? We're not gonna die if we go.
Gotta follow the rules.
Okay, it's a pretty long light.
You guys are heading through, you're making good time, when suddenly you spot an old dwarven man hobbling across the road ahead. Not paying attention to you or the rest of the traffic, he has just wandered out, not checking to see whether or not it is his turn to walk. Clover immediately hits the brake and does manage to stop on time. This old man not even phased as he finishes crossing the street, completely unharmed. The two of you breathing a sigh of relief.
What the hell? People are crazy.
People just have a death wish. Yeah, people are crazy.
Is he okay?
He seems fine.
He's peeing.
Oh, he's peeing a lot. Oh my god.
Drive. People are honking.
She goes to drive, but then the light ahead changes to red.
Oh, we're at the light with him now.
And you are interrupted from this moment as the sound of honking continues to get louder and louder. You turn around and see this large white pickup truck with a hulking, sallow-skinned ogre, greasy bald head, scruffy brown neckbeard, and blue butcher ball jersey, leaning out of his window, screaming at you, "Over, you fucking idiots!" Thank you so much for listening.
If you enjoyed the show, please follow us on Spotify or leave a review on Apple Podcasts.
Thank you especially to our Eldritch patrons. If you would like to become an Eldritch patron, go to patreon.com/trynottodiepod. At the $5 tier, you get access to the afterlife. That's right, you get access to heaven or hell, it's up to you, via the exclusive talkback show where we discuss what happened during this arc.
You also get access to a bunch of other bonus content like recipes from the show, polls, and other random stuff we're cooking up.
But if you really want access to a bunch of other full-length episodes, sign up for the $10 tier for the content search where we play out usually canon one-shots, test out new systems, review nerdy media, and really do anything we can to entertain you, our Eldritch patrons.
And of course, a huge thank you to Lore Party, the network that supports us. Lore Party Media is dedicated to celebrating the power of stories that shape who we are. If you enjoy our show, please check out their other shows, which you can see on loreparty.com, or you can just search Lore Party in your favorite podcast streaming platform.
And you can check me out on Instagram, YouTube, and Twitch, all under the username Noah the Infuriator. No spaces, just Noah the Infuriator.
While you're at it, hit up my socials too, Lease vs. Life, that's Lease vs. Life. Follow me on TikTok, and then while you're at that, follow Try Not to Die Pod on TikTok too, where we post clips of the show.
Thank you again for listening, and until next time, try not to die. All hail our Eldritch patrons! Especially Andrew, Anita, Ashley, Becca B, Bugroots, Colleen, Colin, Ian, Alana, Emily, Grace, Hope, Jacob, James, Jeff, Joey, Karen, Kate, Katie, Leo, May, Morgan, Paige, Patrick, Sahara, Timmy, and of course, our producer Patty, Patrick Bronstetter, and producer Daddies, Drew Bailey, Sam Golden, Becca Mount, and Rose Evelyn Campbell. We thank you for these podcasting powers and promise to raise hell in your names. Till next time, try not to die.